And hello folks, what a bounce, what a bounce in Bitcoin, right? Like I said, it's going to bounce to 9,900K. We've just hit that and then pull back. We've had the pullback to 97K, right? Where I was expecting a little bit lower, but that's probably as good as you're going to get in trading. Where does Bitcoin go next? And this episode, we're going to talk about XRP, right? A lot of people are interested. XRP is actually doing pretty amazingly well, whether we like it or not, right? It is actually kind of, people are saying it could double here and flip Ethereum. We're going to examine, is that going to happen? And then XRP is actually becoming the locomotive or the engine of this altcoins bull run because Ethereum hasn't been able to do its job. It's still nowhere near its all-time high of 4,800. So we're going to examine whether XRP can do the job and kickstart an alt season. Right. Okay. Before we get into that, of course, that's getting into Bitcoin and see where we're headed right now with the alt season. So Bitcoin, for example, right now, as I've been saying, if you guys have been watching my episodes or follow me in my Discord, that it's basically inside this downward wedge, which is these two green lines, right? And so when it was down here, I was calling for Bitcoin to bounce to 100K, then pull back, then break through up, right? But I was expecting a longer pullback, something like this, come off this blue line, which is around 95K area. We only got to 97.2. And I'll tell you the reason why it bounced early, right? We're still not closed on the day yet. We're still early on the date right now. So, I mean, this line could be a wick, fake out, and still come back. That could still happen. That could still happen. And, okay, so that's, have a look at why I think Bitcoin is going to do a pullback and a bounce. So for example, here, if you've been watching my last couple of episodes, is what I've spoken about before. It's the blue, I call it the blue fractal. This is previous price action where I thought it was similar, right? In 2021, when price went down into a downward wedge. So I thought price would go fake out here, pull back here, right? May not go that low, say something like 94, 95K, and then break through. But if it breaks through here with only a small minor pullback like we had today to 97K, that's fine as well. That's totally fine. And then we break through. And this concerns XRP as well. The reason why we could this may or may not be a pullback, right? May be a fake out, and we do a pullback and then bounce. The reason why Bitcoin went straight to 101K today and had a very short pullback is because news came through on Trump. And this is what we're going to talk about for XRP as well and how it would influence XRP. But before we get to that, that's the answer to the question of which crypto exchange does Pablo He-Man use? Well, Pablo uses a non-KYC exchange, which means you don't need to show your ID. That means they accept American users or poor American users, right? Because they can't even tell who you are. That means the IRS, the tax office, the CIA, FBI, nobody has your data, not even the exchange. They don't know who you are, right? So that's very useful if you know what I mean. And this is the largest crypto non-KYC exchange in the world. Pablo has made a deal with them. They like Pablo. We made a deal together. Basically, my followers only, using this link only, right? This link down here, my followers only, deposit now and claim up to $100 reward as soon as you deposit, and then a chance to win a MacBook Pro, right? Just for trading, right? There are conditions down here, of course, and it's pretty easy to find this deal if you are on YouTube. It's basically just in the comment section below. It's the link right there. Or if you're on any other platform, just go to my page and then just click on this stand link of mine on my homepage, and it's the first thing that comes up, right? Bitunix, and because it's a big deal that's happening right now, ends on the 23rd. In just 6 days or so, right? The deal ends on the 23rd, so that's, jump on it. Okay, get back to Bitcoin. Here we go. So basically what happened today was, this is New York Times reporting that there is significant real political momentum in Trump's strategic Bitcoin reserve, right? On the first day, Trump might order a federal stockpile of Bitcoin, right? That's like, we know what that is. That's basically like a Bitcoin strategic reserve. They only have that for two things in America. The one that everyone knows about is oil. The one that no one talks about, but everyone already knows is actually gold, right? They don't call it that, but US has got 8,000 tons, right? 4 times what China officially has got. That's how much US has got of gold in reserve. Now, because of Trump's these very pro-crypto policies, therefore, coins are pumping. So far, Ethereum has been a disappointment, but XRP is already at half the market cap of Ethereum. It only needs to double to flip Ethereum and become the largest altcoin there is, and then lead this bull run, right? Let's have a look at where XRP is and where it can go. Now, I've spoken out about XRP a number of times, right? And my forecast has always been something around the $5 to $10 area, and I'll show you why I came up with that forecast. Okay, here we go. So, most people may not remember where the top was for XRP. It was here in 2017 at 3,300 area, right? And now we're just, $3.30 area, and now we're just tapping that again. Usually what happens when something like this happens is we get a cup and handle, right? That means basically something like this. Literally, you have a cup like this and a handle like this, right? And then break through. Now that handle could be very short if the action's very strong, something like this, say like this. And the handle only goes down to, pulls back to $2.70 area, $2.75, and then boom, we break through. Now it could happen earlier, like say something like March or Feb, or if it's really strong, like if Trump releases some sort of news, which is possible because that Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO founder of XRP, has been talking to Trump, so he could break straight through here, right? Straight through here and go straight through. Personally, I think that's a smaller probability. I think what you're going to see is a wick up to like maybe even 370, something like crazy like that. And then everyone will be cheering. All the XRP fans will be saying, I told you so. And they're kind of right that XRP has done really well. It's been like a 10x run since the bottom. But then it'll be a topping tail, which is kind of, a topping signal for the short term in crypto and in stocks, and then come back and do this sideways thing, right? With support around this 270 area, and then eventually bounce through. So that's the cup and handle pattern I have in mind. Now, if Bitcoin crashes, if we get something significant, then we get, $2.197 support. Now, by the way, now I'm going to use a different method to try to gauge where how high XRP is going to go. So this is something we call the Fibonacci long extension. It's called the trend-based Fib extension. So basically, we mark out the bottom. We mark out this major 2021 top. That was the top of XRP in 2021, and then we bring it down to here, right? The bottom, which is 29 cents, and it gives us a projection. This happened back in June 27th, 2022, because we had the low, the high, and the low again. Then would have projected a 1.618. 1.618 run on this is $3.30, and that's what we hit today, right? 1.5 years earlier, we could have told you that was going to be the target, and today we hit it. So these tools are very powerful. Now, the reason why I get this $5 to $10 target for XRP is because see, the next one, 2.618 Fib extension, is $5.16, and then 3.618, 4.236. The extension targets are $7.02 and $8.17. So essentially $5, $7, $8. The next three likely targets using this very powerful tool. And if you're wondering, if you're new to charting, you're wondering, how is can we trust these things called Fibonacci? Well, these are numbers that recur in nature, and let me show you once again how this one works. So, for example, this is a weekly chart, by the way. In the recent pullback, we had XRP pullback from that was $2.88, right? where would it pull back to? So I just ran this Fibonacci retrace, and the most likely around 0.618 was $1.92, and it hit that exactly. It hit that exactly. Look at that, XRP. The next one would have been $1.63, right? A strong coin didn't need to pull back 50%. Some weaker coins probably went like this and then went up. That's what happened to Virtues. Virtues, if you follow my videos, made exactly that, went from $5 down to $2.50, exactly 50% retrace. Okay, so now the reason why I'm not optimistic on XRP hitting some of those crazy targets that other people have been talking about, like some people are saying XRP can go to like $1,000, $4,000, $400, whatever that number is because of this. Let me just show you guys what it is. And I'm not trying to be pessimistic on XRP. I'm not trying to be optimistic on it. I'm just trying to be truthful on it, because you don't make money by being super optimistic or super pessimistic. You make dough by being accurate and being truthful and getting it exactly right. So here, XRP, so Ethereum we see here is basically at 407 billion. XRP at, kind of 45% of the value there, $189 billion. If it doubles and plus a little bit, it can overtake Ethereum. Ethereum has been disappointing. XRP is actually kind of the narrative leader right now because Trump is promoting American coins like XRP, right? He probably sees Ethereum as a Canadian coin, right? Because of Vitalik Buterin, even though we know there are other co-founders, but he probably wants to promote XRP. So XRP, but be careful of this. Look at this. XRP actually has an FDV of 330 billion. Look at this. Market cap 189 billion, right? But FDV of $330 billion. So what does that mean? That means XRP still has, right? That you divide that number by this number, right? That's about 165. That says we're basically about 57% unlocked. XRP is only about 57, not even 60% unlocked. So that's another thing to watch out for. That means basically there is still something like 40 to 42% more coins to be unlocked for XRP. So guys like Brad Garlinghouse, that means they're getting like more coins that belong to them. For people who don't understand this, for stock traders, that's called an options unlock. Like when executives have options bonuses, the stocks are there, but they can't sell it. They're locked, right? Same thing with XRP, right? In crypto terms, now it's unlocking, and these guys will now have those coins, not straight away, but over the next 2 or 3 years, whatever, could even be 5 years, they'll get those coins. And guess what? That Brad Garlinghouse, if he owns 10% of XRP, let's say, for example, Brad Garlinghouse, for example, right? Hypothetically, I haven't looked up the number, but you can, if you're an XRP fan yourself, look up the number. I'm sure it's something like this. He would hold 10% of all XRP, or 5%, or whatever the number is. Let's say half of it is already unlocked and half is not unlocked. So that means he's worth something like 10% right now of the market cap. He's worth $18 billion right now. And over the next 2 or 3 years, 4 years, he will gradually have another $16 billion, $15 billion unlocked. And as he sees $15 billion of tokens coming to his account, he's going to say, oh, I'm not going to sell this at all. I think XRP is going to go to $1,000. That's not going to happen, is it? Name me one guy in his position who didn't sell. Elon Musk, has he sold Tesla shares? Jeff Bezos, has he sold Amazon shares? Bill Gates, has he sold Microsoft shares? Right? The only guy who doesn't sell is Warren Buffett, right? And I'm pretty sure Brad Garlinghouse isn't Warren Buffett if he hasn't sold some XRP coins already. So So I just want to give you guys a truthful portrayal of where XRP is going, because there's been a lot of misunderstanding. I do make fun of the people who say $4,000 or $1,000 target for XRP, and that is, I skewer them because I want to warn you, because they're obviously either they're a fool or they're just trying to make you bag holders, right? Like, so for example, we just saw that XRP's FDV is $330 billion right now. If XRP is to 10x from here, then XRP would be $3.3 trillion. Do you know what that means for XRP? That would, if XRP 10x, that would be like $33. If it went to $33, XRP would be the most valuable company on earth. That means ahead of Apple, ahead of Nvidia, right? Ahead of Tesla, ahead of Google, ahead of Microsoft, ahead of all of those companies. In fact, let's say if XRP went to the top of my forecast, which is $10, then XRP would be something like what? XRP would be something like, that's 3x from here. That means XRP would be $1 trillion. $1 trillion is higher than Tesla before Trump got elected. Before Trump's election, Elon was worth, all of Tesla worth way less than 1 trillion. Even now, Tesla's only like 1.3, 1.4 trillion, right? And Tesla sell all these cars in America, in China, in Europe, everywhere. What does XRP do? I'm sure XRP can have a bright future. They're doing great deals with Trump, but you have to be realistic, right? Given it a valuation as high as Tesla or Microsoft is already crazy. And that's only another 3x from here, 4x from here. So keep that in mind, right? I'm not a bear. I'm not pessimistic, right? You've just seen that I've given the next target to Bitcoin without any black swan events, without a recession. I think it can hit 112, 115K area. But just be realistic. I want you guys to walk away from this bull market with some profit and not be bag holders again, especially for XRP guys, because you've been bag holding for 6 years already. The last half was 2017. 2017, that's where most people bought, right? So that's walk away with very good profits this time. Okay, thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you guys next time.